Welcome, cousins, to another fine episode of whatever we're talking about with BC Tactical. All right, we've got loads of stuff that we've got to do videos on, talk about, so I'm just kind of trying to get through them. We've had so much stuff going on here lately, just like you. You know, we've been busy paying $4 and some cents for gas and $5 a gallon for gas and all that. Cost me $30 to mow my yard. That's right, my yard's not that big. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing well out there. Hey, I want to give some cool advice out there to all you people. This is something that I have noticed lately. None of my kids come in with grass stains on their pants. Is that happening with all your kids, RC? RC ain't got no kids. But anyway, get the kids outside. Get them doing some stuff, man, because ain't enough grass stains in the world anymore. I haven't seen a kid with a patch on their pants in years. And when I grew up, that was the thing, you know. When I took my pants off, I was kind of surprised that my knees weren't patch colored. But anyway, so I digress on that kind of stuff. But hey, welcome to BC Tactical. We are glad that you chose to come by and see us today. Kelly Baker, your wondrous host, and our producer that never wants to be on camera, RC Burns, who is the genius behind all of the fabulous and wonderful content that you have come to enjoy here at BC Tactical. So we would like to ask you to click like and subscribe, because in the past 7 or 8 years, I think we have earned enough money to purchase one couch. And this is it. Actually, we didn't purchase this with YouTube money. YouTube money is not that big for us. So I think we made like $7.84 last year or something like that. So we spent about $10 million on junk that we didn't need, but now we paid $7.85. Genius producer once again. So click like and subscribe, and that way you can contribute to our $7 that we get a year from YouTube. Thank you. Thank you all for all of the help that you give us here. Today is a very special day here at BC Tactical. I have a good friend. His name is Seth Miller, and Seth Miller makes knives. I'm going to throw a shout out right now to Jim Fishbone. Jim, you know who you are over at NWA Adventures. So if you guys want to go over and check out NWA Adventures, Northwest Arkansas, that's what that means, Northwest Arkansas Adventures. Check out Jim and some of his content. He's got some cool stuff. He's got a little trailer that I want, and he ain't coming off with it because he likes it. But he's been working on a little trailer, little bug out trailer that he's got. I got me one, but it's a pop-up, and I've been working on it. So we'll do another video on that one of these days. All right, one of my many things on my to-do list, which is up to 5,001 now, but I'm going to mark one off when I make this video. So it will be 5,000 after this video. All right, so shout out to Jim Fishbone. You're going to love this one, dude. I've got a good friend named Seth Miller. Seth Miller grew up around here where I live, and he decided one day he wanted to make knives. Handmade, hand-forged knives. Quality. Impeccable. Impeccable quality on this guy. I had him make a couple of things for me. The first thing I had him make, hang on, you're going to have to let me get this one. The first thing I had him make was a tomahawk letter opener. A tomahawk letter opener. Look at the size on it. Perfectly scaled. Exactly the same way he would make a regular tomahawk. Hand forged, small, to my specifications, because that's what I wanted. And now I have a letter opener tomahawk with an Osage orange handle. Now tell me who's got one of those. Tell me who's got one of those other than me and RC. No one. No one. And it is because Seth Miller is the man. I went to him and I said, Seth, this is what I want. I want a tiny tomahawk that's made. And he was like, to scale? And I said, yes, to scale. And he said, never done it, but I'll do it. And he made it for me, just like that, 2 of them. All right, so that's the first thing he made. Then I said, let's up the ante a little bit, man. Let's up the ante. I want you to make me a knife. of my design. I want a knife, and I can't find one anywhere like it, so it's going to have to be handmade. I want you to make it. He said, let's do it. We sat down at his desk in his shop, and let me tell you about his shop, man. Old school. He's got a gravel floor in this shop. He's got coal forges in this shop. He's got the works. It's old school. He makes everything old school. So I'm going to tell you, he makes all kinds of different knives and different things. He makes oil lamps. He makes whatever you want. And he does leather work. So he makes the sheaths. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to show you the knife. Okay, are you guys ready for this? There it is. Look at this thing. I'm going to get up here close, man. I'm going to pull the camera a little bit closer so you guys can see close-up earthquake, so you can see the close-up on this thing. Now, this is the leather work. This is the leather work that he did. You can see all of the double-stitched heavy leather. Here is the edge of the heavy leather. Look at that. So we sat down and drew a picture of this, and I said, this is kind of what I want. And he said, you might want to make a change here. And I said, yeah, we could do this and that and whatever. And so we came up with this. And that's just the leather sheath that he made to fit this knife specifically. I said, I've got these big, stupid fire sticks, Bayat stuff. I want a little loop on the side. Even the loop on the side. Look at the finish. The edge is finished. It's not, he's burrowed that edge into a finish. I mean, that is quality work. No bullshit. So I put a little Turk's head knot on that guy so he won't slide through when I'm tromping out in the woods, and there it is. Perfect fit. All right, to the knife itself. Are we ready for this? Drum roll, please. We don't have any drums. Drum roll, please. Don't have any drums. There it is. So there's the sheath. As you can see, there's the knife. Okay, so this knife is made out of 1075 high carbon steel. It's hand forged. That is Seth Miller's stamp right there. That shows that he is the one who did it. It's got the crossed arrows on it. It's got his initials on it. He's got about 4 different names. Look at the edge on that. It's like glass, man. Look, you can see the reflection of everything else in the world in that. Beautiful, beautiful workmanship. Look, the quality of that. Wow. Now, I haven't taken it out and beaten it up yet, but I'm going to. Had some stuff going on around here, so I haven't been out to the woods. That's how you clean a knife right there. Just don't clean it towards your neck like this, especially if Seth Miller made it, because it's going to be too sharp. Okay, so here we can see the knife in all its glory. As you'll notice, this is strictly a bushcraft knife. Now, could you defend yourself with it? Absolutely, man. This thing is a beast. It is a beast. 1/4 inch thick spine on this guy. 1/4 inch thick. Runs all the way down. Full and extended tang. Full and extended tang. He left my back straight with the straight edges. Right here, no curl on this. So I can strike that fire starter just like this right here and not have any problems. Heavy thumb jimping. Heavy, nice. I can get my finger right up here on the ricasso close to the work with my thumb on the back. So I've got all that so I can do my feather sticks, things like that. But this is strictly a bushcraft knife. It's just damn near like a little hatchet almost, but it can be used as a knife, where a hatchet is more difficult than using a knife. All right, so we've got our nice angled edge here, kind of like, I said something kind of like a Nessmuck knife, but much bigger. You know, Nessmuck had a much smaller knife. So this brings it down to a nice fine point, so I can start nice holes with it. With, as you can see, he's got his tip right here centered with everything. So when I take it and I start drilling holes for a bow drill fire or something, it's straight down. and it's got the nice swelled belly out, which is something that I specifically asked for because I like that for chopping. I like that for working up my wood and processing wood for the fire. I like that when I'm chopping meat and things like that. And this thing's like a cleaver. It's good for all those things. So you want to chop limbs off a tree? Bam! You want to build a shelter? You need to chop down some sapling trees? Bam! This guy does it. You want to make a feather stick? A little easier. This guy does it. You want to take a deer apart? This guy does it. Run into a bone? Yeah. You take through that bone with it, man. This is made for just a big multi-use tool. I mean, I don't know how else I could say it other than it is multi-use to the third degree. And you guys have seen 1,000 survival knives out there, and to each his own. Some people want something smaller. Some people want something bigger. I've got a small knife, a little pocket knife that I carry in my bag. I got like a little Leatherman in there. It's got a really sharp blade. It's got a bunch of tools and stuff on it, but you're not going to do the chopping or the batoning or any of that you're going to do with this. Plus, if a grizzly bear messes with you, just show him this and he's going to go away. So this thing is a beast, man. It's like a tank, 1/4 inch thick on that spine, heavy duty. Now, he put a Scandi grind on here for me. I just wanted it flat. That way, when I'm out somewhere, if I need to sharpen it, it's easy to sharpen. Doesn't have crazy bevels and all that stuff. It's just got a nice, deep, wide Scandi grind. So you can't mess that up, you know, and you just go at it like that. 1075 high carbon, it's going to be strong, it's going to hold the edge on that blade for quite some time, but when you do need to sharpen it, it's going to sharpen easy, especially on the curved blade. Specifically what I wanted. Now, we have the extended tang down here, as you can see, comes out the end of the blade, which is something that I like. It's something that they used to have on the Eck knives back in World War II and a little after. Eck's always put those on there. My K-Bar Eck 44 has that. So what is this good for? It's good for piercing cans. It's good for hitting people in the head. It's good for piercing metal or denting metal. It is also good for processing fire tinder and stuff like that. And it's good for pry bar. So now I've got a pry bar on the end that's a 1/4 inch thick. Okay. Then we have the micarta handle that he put on for me. Gave me my choice, whatever kind of handle I wanted on there. And I said, well, let's do micarta. He said he loved working with it. There it is. So the micarta handle, you can see it's got the pins. It's attached. It's also glued. Everything's solid on this baby. He drilled me a small divot there. So in case I needed to use it for a bow drill fire, I'd have my socket and everything. And he just put me a cord on the end just because he's a cool dude. All that. How much is this knife worth? Hand forged by a master technician at his home forge. How much is that worth? Oh, wait. Comes with a handmade sheath that he made out of heavy duty leather that he got from a cow that he asked permission to have the leather first. So it's vegan friendly. It's vegan friendly because he asked the cow if it was okay, and the cow said, hey, you know, I'm going to be hamburger meat anyways. What the hell? All right, so there you go. What do you think all this is worth? A lot. I want to tell Seth Miller that I really appreciate you, man. I want to tell all you people out there, click like and subscribe. We're always coming up with new stuff to talk about. Now, some of you guys out there are going to comment, and you're going to say, whoa, dude, I like that knife. Some of you are going to say, that knife sucks. That's fine. Send me a comment. We'll talk about that stuff all day long because I love telling people how my knives don't suck. But anyway, Seth Miller, if you want one, Seth Miller is willing to make you one. All you got to do is message me, and I'll get your information through the email. And then if you want one, Seth Miller will make you one. What's the cost going to be? Well, costs are crazy right now. One day his steel's this price. Next day his steel's another price. One day's micarta's this price. It's because of shipping, gas prices, whatever. I don't know what all goes into it, politics and people. So anyway, what's it going to cost you to get this knife and this sheath? Take this out. He don't make those. You'll have to buy that on Amazon. But what would it cost you to get this if you wanted one? And I'm not trying to sell them. I don't care if you buy one or not. Seth Miller's my buddy. I'm going to buy all kinds of stuff from him. But if you say, hey man, I really want one, $250. Tell me that's not a deal, man. $250 plus shipping. Now you're going to have to get it shipped. Whatever the shipping costs through, the post office or whatever. So where are you going to get a hand-forged knife? This is not cut down from a piece of whatever. This is a hand-forged knife out of steel on a forge with a hammer with a master technician, $250. Nowhere except for my buddy, Seth Miller. And he's only doing that because you guys are my viewers and he is a close personal friend of mine. So if you want one, message me, man, and I'll get the information and I'll get him working on one. The time to get one of those, generally the lead time is 6 to 8 weeks because the dude is booked. 6 to 8 weeks. So if I tell him today I want this knife, he'll put it down, and 8 weeks from now, which is 2 months, I'll get it. But it's handmade. And if anything, if you get anything worth shit, man, you got to stand in line. You want a Randall knife? It's going to cost you $600-700 at least, and you're going to wait. What's the waiting list? 6 years, unless you buy it from one of these people that already have them, that have the deal with Russell or whatever, and they keep them all the time. But yeah, like 6-year waiting list for a Randall knife because they wrote a song about it. Randall knives, great knives. I got one up here. I love it, but I ain't gonna wait 6 years for one when I could wait 8 weeks and get one from my buddy Seth Miller. So you can check out Seth Miller Forge. I'll drop a link down here to his Instagrams and all that stuff. And if you want one, like I say, just hit us up in the comments. Say, I got to have me one, man, and we'll hook you up. So anyway, for R.C. Burns, our genius producer, for Kelly Baker here at BC Tactical, and for my good friend Seth Miller that makes knives of no comparison. I'm telling you, when you put it in your hand, you will know. You will know. All right, I got a lot of knives. I like this. All right, so hey guys, I really appreciate you watching. RC really appreciate you watching, supporting our channel. We don't make a lot of money with this. I think we made like $7 or $8 last year, like I said, but it's something fun for us to do when we can. And knives and guns and things are our passion, so we just we talk to people about it. And so if you guys get something out of it, that's great. So hey, keep watching, like, subscribe, whatever, and all that YouTubey stuff. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. We appreciate you, cousins.